It is Nutcracker season again. It's November 30th. We have our first day in the theater tomorrow, but I'm in my holiday onesie and I have to make new toe pads for this Nutcracker season. So I figured I'd start the vlog now so you can see that process because it's kind of interesting. For those of you who don't know me or haven't seen my Nutcracker vlog from last season, my name is Amanda. My husband and I are both professional dancers and we dance in Nutcrackers every Nutcracker season. The Nutcracker that we're currently doing is actually the one that I've been doing for 20 years now. It's actually my 20th anniversary of doing this Nutcracker. There were some breaks in there because I went to college and things like that, but it's the 20th anniversary of the first time I did this Nutcracker, which is so special. I've been dancing the role of the Sugar Plum Fairy for several years now, which is such an honor to do. And I love showing little moments behind the scenes if I can and just holding on to these memories for myself because they're so special. So come along with me, starting with these toe pads. Okay, here is what we're working with. They're called the Perfect Fit Toe Pad. I've been wearing them for I don't even know how many years now, but I will not go back to regular toe pads. Essentially, they are toe pads that you mold to your own foot shape. So it comes with all of these. So this is kind of what you wrap the toe pad in. You mix these two parts together and then it kind of solidifies when you put it in here and you wear your point shoes to mold it. So you have a personalized toe pad that perfectly supports you where you need the support and the cushion. And it has helped me so much. And it's been at least 5 years, at least, since I've gotten a new pair. So I am overdue. All my point shoes in the back getting ready for Nutcracker. But this is what they'll mold into. Obviously I left the drawstring in and it dented it last time, but it has like a little cushion for the big toe because the first iteration didn't have that. And as you can see on my very first pair, it will start to break down, but they last forever and they really mold to your feet. And I put spacers in mine because I have bunions. So you can see how there's that space where the spacer is inside of it. So this was my original pair. This one is my newer pair, but I didn't like this one as much as my first one because I didn't get, like you can see how the fabric here doesn't have anything really attached to it. And this one did, and I like that better because I would always have to wear an extra cushion with these toe pads. So I'm hoping I can get it more like this one with this new pair. All right, so I started by putting these little covers on my toe spacers because I wear my spacers, and you need it to be covered for it to stick to the material. I don't know what to call it. This to put over it and this as well so it doesn't get on your point shoe. So I have the one point shoe that I'm gonna wear. My other point shoe is on my foot because you need to be able to go up and down as it molds. So it's easier to do that in two shoes. Now we mix these two parts together and it has to go pretty quick from there because it pretty much starts hardening right away. I'm actually kind of nervous because you have to do it quick. So you have the two parts and I'm just gonna goop it together. And then you just start mixing it together. And you want to do it more with your fingertips instead of the palms of your hands so it doesn't heat up too quickly because heat will get it going. Kind of counting in my head because it's about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna take just a little bit and put it on the bottom of this, put that on my toe. And then I just take this and, oh, you can't really see it, but so I'm just covering it over my foot. But then you cover it with this and then you put the plastic protector on and then the shoe. It's like a race against the clock. In my onesie. Okay, I think my first foot is done. It's such a nerve-wracking process. Like oh, see, I did the same thing. I left my drawstrings in. I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like, it's fine, it still works. But I'm like, come on, really? I feel like it's pretty good. So you see what I mean by like the drawstring dent. I'm sure it says something about that in the directions. And I even reminded myself about it beforehand. It doesn't matter. I still forgot. I just get so amped up. There we go. My feet, all of these toes squish together so much, and it's because my foot is really wide, but it's very compressible. So like when I'm on point, in order to have support, it needs to be squeezed a lot because it gets a lot thinner, which is why these toe pads work so well for me, because it almost creates like a cast. It's really holding my foot the way it needs to be held, because what would happen is with normal toe pads, because it didn't like hold all my joints in place, they would rub against each other. Like if this is my foot, it would kind of be doing this, and then sometimes I'd feel like a sharp pain because of like a nerve, and I just endured that for years and years and years, and then I tried these and I haven't had that since. So that is wonderful. So then we just trim this excess off. Done. And then you have your nice little toe pad. I think it's pretty good. It'll be interesting to try these toe pads, dancing in them. Okay. On to the second one. Okay, so I got my fresh toe pads to hopefully wear for Nutcracker as long as they feel good. And all my other shoes, I did wear my left toe pad that I just made while I was molding my right toe pad, and it was feeling really good in the shoe. So hopefully it feels good in all shoes. I'm excited. I missed a spot. I hope that they feel really good and I have a great toe pad so I don't have to keep cycling between these two really old threaded out pairs. Yay! Happy tech day. I am all bundled up. I've got so many layers. I'm actually hot because I'm inside, but it's only like 17 degrees out, so gotta keep it warm. I'm about to head out to the theater. I'm gonna stop by Walgreens on my way there because I want to pick up some Celsius because that sits in my body better than coffee does, I've realized. So I'm gonna go get some of that and then head to the theater to warm up. I did very simple little makeup today because I have to do full stage makeup later, so I didn't want to do too much now when I just have to pile it on later. But here we go to the theater! Nutcracker! I always feel like I am moving into the theater. This is all of my stuff. So much. Dress rehearsal number 1 done. Leaving certain stuff here, taking all that home. Went well, felt like a dress, you know, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Back at home after a long tech day, longer for Skylar than for me. He had to be there at 8:30 in the morning. I didn't have to be there till 11, but I got there around 10:30 because our call time was 11, but we started at 11:15. I wanted more time to warm up. We were there until 6:30, I feel like is when we left. Not the longest tech day we've ever had in our lives, but long. So I'm icing my feet. This is a key part of my care during this time of year because I don't dance on point throughout the year. I'm in a jazz company, so is Skylar. So I only wear my point shoes periodically through the year. I do try to put them on every so often so that it's not just November, December that I'm in my point shoes. But essentially like all of my point work is done in these 2 months. So it's a lot. If you're a point dancer, you understand how hard that is even when you are dancing on point all day, every day. And I'm not doing that. I am just being a ballerina during Nutcracker. So it's different muscles, especially the point shoes add a whole other element, and the stage that we dance on is very, very hard. So even not dancing on point, it's very hard on your feet, on your joints, all of that, and then it just eats your shoes. It just eats your point shoes. So you just got to take care of yourself during this, I keep calling it a marathon, because our Nutcracker is mighty in that we do a lot of shows. We have these 2 dress rehearsals and then we have 14 14 shows over 2 weekends, which is a lot for a little local Nutcracker to do. It's all about how do I take care of myself so that I don't feel horrible during this time. You got anything to add?
I think when you were just talking about that last point, Kobe used to talk about, Kobe Bryant, about tailoring his practices for the type of season that he would have. So it's like we're trying to have a 14 show mindset right now rather than catching up, taking care of our bodies halfway through it, you know? So we're working smarter. I always say smarter and harder, because why work smarter and work not as hard?
Yeah.
But working smart.
Yeah, I think that's very true, because I think some people maybe wait until they're already in pain to do things to make themselves feel better, but it's getting ahead of it, right? So even though my feet don't feel awful after our first day of tech, it's like icing and rolling out, even though I'm not super sore. It's like it's gonna catch up to you.
It does.
So you might as well do things that are gonna help yourself feel good for longer, instead of just getting to that point where you're like, oh shoot, I'm really tired and I'm really sore and my feet hurt, and now trying to like undo that was harder than preventing it for as long as possible. So we just ordered some food, and so we're waiting for that, and then just gonna chill for the rest of the night and do all the things that I said. Icing my feet, I'm gonna roll out, we're gonna stretch. I really try to take care of myself, but it's just day one of, I think it's 15, so this is day one of 15, I believe, of all this busyness. Yay! Good night. Skylar and I are on our way to dress rehearsal number 2 for Nutcracker. Woo-hoo! Home from dress rehearsal number 2. I'm gonna turn on my Christmas tree. Let's do the colored. It went well. It went better than the first one for me, except for the fact that I did not like the shoes I was wearing. Oh, Skylar went into, there he is. Hey. I didn't like the shoes I was wearing. They felt a little weird yesterday. I only wore them for part of the tech, not for the dress rehearsal. I didn't know how I felt about them, so that's kind of why I wore them today, because I would rather wear a pair that I didn't love for a dress rehearsal and save other ones for the show. So that's kind of the method behind my madness, but it felt weird today. But not a big deal. It still went well, and now we just take care of our bodies. Same thing as yesterday. Icing the feet, rolling out, eating food, and then go to bed, get a good night's sleep, hopefully, and we have a couple days off before our first show on Thursday, which is nice. Let everything settle before all the craziness really begins. Good night. It is Wednesday now. I didn't really record anything yesterday. It was a normal day. I had to teach in the evening. I also didn't get a lot of sleep that night, so I was really tired throughout the day. I slept better last night, which is great because the show's tomorrow, so I'm trying to stack up on that rest. Right now, I am prepping some elastic to sew some more point shoes because I will need more pairs for my second weekend, I'm pretty sure. So I'm prepping the elastic from the bulk elastic I've had forever. I'll probably only be able to prep the elastic and then cut and burn the ribbon before I have to leave to go teach. So maybe tomorrow morning before I have to leave for the show, I'll start sewing just because I'd rather have that done than be thinking about that. Trying to relax, like I said, take care of my body. I've been doing a lot of rolling and using our Theragun that we have to make sure that my muscles are taken care of, especially my feet. It's hardest on my feet. I was just talking to some people about that because I dance all year round. So physically, the dancing I'm in shape for. The dancing itself is fine, besides the fact that the stage is so hard that adds to the soreness of your body a lot. But my feet, just because I'm not used to dancing on point year round, it's very different. I really try to rub out my feet, ice my feet, make sure those are feeling good. All those little muscles that you don't realize are used exclusively in point work apparently are really rearing their ugly heads at me after a few days in the theater. Feeling better after resting yesterday and using the Theragun and doing everything I can to make sure that I'm super healthy. That's pretty much it for today. I'm teaching tonight. Skylar is at work as well already. And tomorrow we have all morning because it's an evening show. We'll have time to get ready and do whatever we need tomorrow. On on our way to the theater for our first performance of the Nutcracker. We're so excited. Woo. See you at the theater. First show is done. We've got 13 more to go. I feel really good about that opening night. Overall, I'm very happy with that run. I think that was a very solid first show. My feet are feeling pretty good. I'm still gonna ice them to take care of myself, do a little stretch. The turnaround to tomorrow is very quick. We have to be at the theater by 7:30, so it's gonna be an early morning. We're gonna do everything to take care of ourselves tonight and see you at the theater tomorrow for show 2 of 14. It's crazy. Good night. Back home after our school show this morning. There were so many kids in the audience. It was a full house of kids on their field trip to see us, and they were very loud. One kid in the audience screamed, "I love you," after my variation, so that was really nice. Now we're back home. We stopped by Panera to grab some lunch, and surprise, surprise, I'm icing my feet. I'm drinking an emergency, and we're just gonna chill until we have to be back at the theater later for our evening show. What you doing? Okay, the tiara kind of pulls my hair apart, but gonna get unready before I start the self-care, just so I feel clean. Hey, baby. Great job, Timmy.
Thank you. She's amazing.
He's amazing. Oh, feels good. I did take a shower and wash my hair in between the two shows today just because there's a big gap. And I don't wash my hair much when I'm in the middle of doing a lot of shows because it's easier to do your hair when it's dirty. And it's like, why am I gonna clean it just to have to hairspray it again? But it just felt like really dirty this morning, and all the hairspray just felt really crunchy. So it felt better to do it clean. And now it's like a good kind of dirty. Earlier it was like not good. So all my layers. I wear so many layers at the theater, and I do anyway just to stay warm, but this year it's colder and drier at this theater than it has been in years past, and other people have said that too. I like made a comment today. I was like, is it not drier and it's colder? Everybody agrees that we are dealing with both of those things, which makes it hard, right? Because you gotta be warm to dance, and it's just like harder to breathe when it's dry. But sometimes, like, if theaters get too hot, then you're just like so hot and sweaty. It's like beggars can't be choosers. You gotta have to take what you get. Lashes off. When I do stage makeup, I usually just use towelettes. I'm using this one right now because I feel like it's just best to get off all the caked on makeup normally. I mean, this is really dirty right now, but normally I use like those reusable towels so I'm not going through a million wipes. But when it's stage makeup, you just do what you gotta do to get it off, and I just feel like this is best.
This woman works so hard and gives her entire self every single year to this program, and I'm so proud of her. That's the only thing I wanted to say to the camera.
Thank you, baby.
It's true.
I love you. I love getting to do this with this man. It's so nice to share our passion and our job together. I know that doesn't work for everybody, and that's fair. Everyone has their own relationship and how it works, but I love getting to share that with him, and I love having him around. He used to do a different Nutcracker. This is his second year doing the same one as me, and it's just, even just after 2 years, I'm like, how are you not around at one point? Like, you need to be around. I love it.
I'm gonna take care of my body.
Okay. All right, most of the makeup is off. Now just gotta walk. All right, face is clean. There's always a little residual makeup, but that's just show business, baby. I'm gonna go do the rest of my self-care, icing the feet, doing my compression legs, doing my neti pot, gargling with my salt water, rolling out, everything to make sure that the 4 shows that we have left this weekend feel strong. Good night. We are 5 shows down. We have 2 more this weekend before we get a little break, and then 7 more next weekend. We are hanging in there. It's been so fun. I feel like it's flying by this year. I have so many different blankets just piled behind me. We are done with this weekend. We finished up shows 6 and 7. I didn't get barely any videos from today, just solely because I was really tired. I felt awesome yesterday, and then that jump from show 5 to show 6 was like right when I started feeling everything. I was real tired today. The soreness and the fatigue was setting in, particularly my left ankle, because most of my pas de deux is me just promenading on that ankle, pirouetting on that ankle, so it's a lot for that one foot. But I'm feeling overall really good. I feel like, knock on wood, I actually feel a little bit better than I sometimes do at this point, but definitely need the break for the next couple days that we'll get before our 7 last shows. I have the legs on. I haven't started them yet because they're allowed. I'm gonna do that, do everything to keep up with our self-care and get some rest. We get to sleep in tomorrow. But yeah, very happy with the first weekend. Went really well. Good night. Show number 8 down. Second weekend is off to a strong start. Literally just got off stage from the school show. I only do my variation and opening of Act 2. So now I'm done. So I'm gonna pack up my stuff, and I'm actually going out to eat with Skylar and my parents. Nice. Friday for show number 8, 9, 10. I think it's show number 10. Wait, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, show number 10. Home and so tired, but somehow I think show number 10 is the best one yet, which is awesome. Hopefully we can keep the momentum. Skylar looked amazing in this show. He was Spanish and his turns were so on. I felt really good at my variation in the pas. It was really great. And then I had a former student in the audience that I didn't know until I came out afterwards. And I just have to show you the sweetest gift she gave me. She's an incredible artist. She's made gifts for me in the past that are always so amazing. Look at this. She painted me in my sugar plum tutu. Like, what? That's my tiara. That's so amazing. Thank you, Ashley. Love you, girl. Ugh.
Baby poo. Just chilling.
It's the last day of shows. We have 2 more. We are on our way to the theater. Oh my god, big bump in the road. I haven't been that great about filming stuff the second weekend just because it's been really busy and it's the same things pretty much over and over again as far as we have a show, I do all the things to take care of myself, rinse and repeat. I hope that you're getting some insight into what it's like to do 2 busy weekends of Nutcracker. We're having a blast. It's so fun. No, you look good, baby. We are, sad that it's gonna be over, but also it's always a good thing. I was just talking with one of the other dancers in the show, Shelby, and we're like, I'm sad that it's over, but my body is happy because we need a break after this. But yeah, last day, Nutcracker 2024. Woo! Woo! We did it! Yay! 14 shows.
14 shows. She killed all of them.
Okay, do another awesomely successful Nutcracker season. Fantastic job, both of you guys. Love you.
Alphaba.
Glinda.
Alphaba.
Glinda.
I'm a witch.
And I'm a witch.
But which is which?
Well, here's the sitch.
We were roommates back at school.
Alfie's awkward.
Glinda's cool.
We were strangers.
That's no lie.
But now we're besties. Ride or die.
The school